nowadays, you hear it all the time. You hear narcissist this and narcissist that, and accountability this and accountability that. But me, it irritates me actually, because for one, I don't know. I never knew what a narcissist was. I hear people use it to describe some people, but I still never took the time to go look into it until somebody I follow on Instagram uh, actually talks about it. He like a motivational speaker, kind of like what I'm into, but I'm not exactly. But so I looked at his podcast, and I'm gonna let you hear this, and this is for you to decide whether you gonna no, not whether what you're gonna do. It's more to decide if you're dealing with this type of person or if you are that type of person. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he had to say. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. And this is what he said. Hold up. Listen, this is about a narcissist. And like I said, I want you to decide if this is you and it fits you, or decide if um, this is what is on his podcast. But listen to this. Y'all ready? Here you go, right here.
That you are playing a game. And it's a game that I call praise or provoke.
Narcissist.
Meaning, if I am not showering these people with praise, oh, how great they are, how wonderful they are, how credible they are, if I'm not reading everything else on their resume and just blasting and gassing these people up, well, they will turn to provoke an argument with me to try and create conflict where there is none. Why? To get that same level of satisfaction. They want to create a problem. They want to get me emotionally stimulated to where I am getting aggravated and upset. You know this. You can relate to this. If you're not showering that person you're thinking of with praise, they will turn to provoke and start a problem.
So this what a narcissist is. This what they do. They basically they will provoke you to start a problem when it's not a problem. If you ain't saying, "Oh, you're doing good," or "I see," if you're not acknowledging them, then now they provoke you. And they get the same thing out of provoking you as they get when you praise them. But I'm gonna let y'all hear some more. Hold up.
You, because they delight in your frustration just as much as they delight in your praise, because it's all about control. It's all about control. Let me tell you about this game. This is a game you cannot win. It's, to be clear, it is not because of you. It's not that you're not a winner. You haven't failed. You're not a loser. It is a game that is set up to fail. Have you ever played one of those carnival games? You gone to like a local carnival, a real bad one. Like, you know good and well, they don't take care of anything. They're just a few rusted bolts away from it all destroying itself. You ever gone to one of those carnival games? And you're like, I can do this. I can toss the ring on the bottle. I can pop the balloon. I can shoot that basketball. Not a problem. And you try it, and it doesn't work. And you're like, oh, let me let me try again. And before you know it, you're $20 in on a game, and it's like, this is not beatable, because it's not. It's rigged. The game is rigged. It was never fair. It will never be fair. That's exactly the situation you're in. It's not fair. No, it's not. And guess what? It will never be fair. You can only choose not to play it. You can only choose not to play it. So, number one is this mindset. When you are talking to these personalities that exhibit strong narcissistic behaviors, or a pattern of it, understand you are playing their game. And you can say, well, I'm just not going to play. That's true. You can not play. And that would be my advice. Ideally, it's, you never deal with these people. Ideally, you don't talk to them. But that, again, like I started at the outset of this episode, it's not reality oftentimes. Now, you could say, I'm out of here. I'm not talking to you, and you're gone. It's just not practical. It sounds good when somebody writes it in a comment. It's not practical. this is something where I want you to actually be equipped for real life. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job, and then I'm not even following my passion. And what's the point of that? You're in a game called Praise or Provoke. Get that in your mind when you talk to these people. Doesn't matter what you do. If you're not feeding them with control, if you're not feeding the monster with your emotions, whether it's happy emotions or sad emotions, they will turn into the worst types of personalities you'll ever experience, where you go, I cannot do it. And I know you want to fix it. That's what, you're good. I know if you're listening to this episode, you're a good person, because you're trying to figure out, how do I do it? How do I navigate these situations? You want to fix it. That's the rigged game. That's the rigged game, baby. It looks beatable. It looks beatable. If you could just explain to them how what they said hurts you. If you could just put it just the right way, and all of a sudden the light bulb's going to click, and their eyes are going to open. They go, oh my gosh, I've said so many things that are so hurtful, and you're right. I should take accountability for this, and I should be better about this. That will never happen.
Oh.
Don't do it. Have the mindset of just, 1, acknowledging you're in the game. 2, what are practical ways, Jefferson, of how we're going to handle these kind of conversations? I'm going to tell you. You want to use very neutral, flat statements. Why? Because they can't do anything with it. We're tempted in our default to say things that are going to incite, things that are going to prove to
My bad, y'all. I'm bringing it back up.
that you are playing a game.
But that was just about narcissists. I never knew, like I said, I never knew about a narcissist and what they do. I heard people use the word in research, and I never researched it. So I just watched this podcast. Well, I didn't even watch the whole thing. When I heard what I just heard, I said, let me record this and get this out to the people. Let me do this. Because I'm one of the people, I ain't even research it. I just hear people use it all the time. And now when I hear that, describing that, I can put that in my mind of, if I'm that person, or if I deal with them type of people, it's people that does that. There's people out here that do that. There's people out here that are narcissists in real life. Me, do I think I am one? No, because I never really look for praise. And what's the other thing? I don't be conflict and arguments with people, starting shit with people. You feel me? So, nah, I don't feel like I'm one. But somebody may feel like I'm one that I deal with. But it sounds pretty bad, because it's like a game that you can't win. Either way, if you not praising that person, they starting something with you, and they get the same thing out of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this was all about. I'm going to go ahead and catch y'all on the next live.